Hello there, Internet! This is Vords coming at you from my kitchen. And let me tell you something right now, my kitchen looks a little bit like a couple of suitcases exploded all over it. That's because I just got back from my trip to Japan. No, that's not entirely true. No, you're right, it's not true. It's actually been almost 2 days since I came back from Japan, and yes, my kitchen still has the exploded contents of my suitcases all over it. Anyway, the point is this. You ever see that Simpsons episode where Marge is going crazy with stress? So she takes that really relaxing vacation, and in the meantime, Sherry Bobbins is all like, do a half-ass job! And, and then Sherry Bobbins leaves. 10 seconds later, the house turns into an insane asylum again. Marge comes home from her vacation, refreshed, relaxed, ready to take on the world again, takes one step into her house, and falls to pieces immediately. Well, that has certain parallels to my life right now. I had a pretty good vacation. I came back refreshed, relaxed, ready to take on the world again. As I'm driving to work, I'm not even exaggerating this part. It's like 10 minutes out from work. I can feel the stress reaching out to me like a tractor beam. And it's already starting to tie my back into knots. Maybe you know the kind of pain I'm talking about. That sort of white, hot, blinding, burning, grinding pain. Feels kind of like a badger with molten hot teeth is gnawing away at the cartilage and bone of your back. Like, and so by the time I get to work, I haven't even sat down at my desk. I'm in nearly blinding pain just from the environment that I have come back to. But then I get home and I say to myself, hey, what's an emotionally mature, rational, logical, and mentally healthy way of dealing with my stress? Well, with booze, of course! So here's the deal, I'm talking about this Voli Vodka. Now, you may recognize Voli, as it was featured in rapper Pitbull's video for his #1 single, Give Me Everything. More than a spokesman, Pitbull became a shareholder in 2011 and calls Voli pioneers in a new category. Voli Vodka is made in Cognac, France. It's made from high-grade Beau Sweet and natural Jansac spring water. Now, this may just be me, but when I think of France, I don't immediately think of vodka. I've tried exactly one vodka from France. I wasn't really impressed. I don't even remember what it was called because it was, in a word, forgettable. Let's see what happens with Voli. Now, if you saw my previous review for the Effin' vodka, then I might have commented there, I typically don't drink vodka straight because, it's kind of like drinking razor blades. But we're going to see how this is straight before we try to mix it in anything. It has a very pure, I almost want to say antiseptic smell, but not like rubbing alcohol, just very clean. That's the way to put it. Alright, so let's see how this goes. Oh. Oh. Oh, That's, oh. Smooth. Has a very warming after effect. It's, I've got to share this. I'm going to bring this to Jason's party on Saturday and see how some of them think about it.
It's actually pretty smooth, like you said. Even at room temperature, it is fairly smooth, like you said.
Smooth. There is a little bit of burn. Right after you take that first breath, after you take a shot, you feel that, the alcohol reacts with your skin and all that other stuff. Not bad.
In closing, I was joking about using alcohol as a coping mechanism. Though it can be used to soothe the frayed nerves and fatigue of a hard day, it should be drunk responsibly, in moderation, and in the company of friends. So when you and your friends feel the urge to reach for vodka, I strongly recommend you go with Voli's 80 proof. It is quite tasty either straight or with light mixers. Personally, I don't recommend using Voli in cocktails that have many ingredients because the more flavors that go into the mix, the more that Voli is in danger of losing the individuality of its flavor. I have yet to try infusion, but it is next on my list of things to dabble into, and I bet you anything that Voli would infuse quite nicely. Voli has plans to market their 80 proof nationwide to major supermarkets and places like Bevmo. I haven't seen them in any of those places yet. However, you can buy it on their website. Also, when it comes to buying Voli Vodka, I recommend that you buy more than one bottle, because when your first bottle is empty, you are going to want more. So that's all I got this time around. Thank you very much for watching, and I'm out! When your first bottle is empty... Is there something you wanted to add to the conversation?